guys, I hope you're ready for some whole house cleaning. If you need a friend, you need that little nudge to tackle your long to-do list, I have you covered. We're going to be doing cleaning all over the house, my entire home, and doing some decluttering and organizing. So let's get ready and we're going to get this done together. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to get going. Welcome to Jamie's Journey. We have a long to-do list that I want to tackle this week, and I am bringing you along, and we are going to tackle that list together. So if you want to start creating your list right now as you're watching, and hopefully when you're done watching this video, you feel motivated to get up and start tackling your list. So I'm starting out here in the morning. The girls are at school, so I'm like, okay, I get 2 days a week where all 3 of my girls are in school, so it's time to get moving. Addison, one of my 3-year-old twins, has frequent nosebleeds. We've seen the doctor, we have some things that help, but she still occasionally gets them, and she had one maybe a week or so ago, and she had blood all in her hair in the middle of the night, so we had to give her a bath, and some got on the shower curtain. So I was using my DIY cleaner where I dabble some blue Dawn dish soap, sprinkle some baking soda, and then I pour some hydrogen peroxide to create a paste. Now the hydrogen peroxide is the key ingredient for blood removal, stain removal. The baking soda and the Dawn are just kind of additives that really make it work a little bit better. So I was going to let that sit, and then I was going to clean and disinfect my laundry baskets. Can you believe that it's December? I almost said December. You guys, you gotta hold on with me for the next couple of months because it is going to get crazy. Clearly, I'm a little scatterbrained, but we're hanging in there. We're coming off of a sickness where everyone in our house was sick, so forgive me. But anyways, I can't believe it is November, and I hope you had a good Halloween. I'll put some pictures right here of what we dressed up as. This was actually our first year dressing up as a family, and believe it or not, it was Mike's idea. So Mike is one of those guys, like, he's laid back, go with the flow, like, he doesn't put too much effort. I mean, he always likes to look nice, but he's just a low-key guy. Like, he goes with the flow, will do whatever. But when it comes to his family and his girls, especially around the holidays, he loves going all out. So it was his idea to be a league of their own. I think the Rockford Peaches is the name of the team, but he was all about dressing up together. He thought it would be perfect. So we dressed up as a league of their own, and it ended up being so much fun. The girls loved that we dressed up with them, and that's something that I'm learning. I mean, of course I like holidays. You know, we all like holidays, but I don't go all out for holidays. It's just not my thing. It's just not who I am. But I will say, as the kids get older, I do find myself doing more and more because they love it. Just like decorating. Like, Avery wanted to decorate for Halloween, and I've never decorated for Halloween before. So I'm seeing the excitement through my kids' eyes, and it's making me do a little bit more around the holidays and just hoping to make it extra special for them. But I hope your Halloween was good, and yeah, I'll have some pictures so you can can see how we dressed up. So I was just quickly wiping the garbage can area down, and then I was spraying it with this Clorox Fine Mist disinfectant. I really like it because it's a really fine mist. And then I was going to quickly clean the blinds above the kitchen sink. This is one area that I kind of always forget about, and I was using my Scrub Daddy damp duster. And so you saw there first when I showed you it's really hard. It's kind of like their Scrub Daddy, how it's hard until you run it under water and then it gets soft, and you use it just to dust. So when I do my blinds, I either dust it with a microfiber cloth, the Scrub Daddy damp duster, or a vacuum, something like that, and then I go in and clean. So you want to get that dust off first, because if you just spray a spray cleaner on your dusty blinds, then the dust is going to just sit there. So I was dusting first with the damp duster and then using the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray to clean them. So a couple of videos ago, right here, I'm just decluttering this junk drawer of the girls. You guys know, if you've been around forever, this is like our junk drawer, like all those little trinkets that the kids get from whatever. I keep in here and then they forget about it, and then I go and declutter and get rid of most of it. But I think it was a couple of videos ago, and I had shared some of the things that I loved most about Mike and some of the things that he loved most about me. Someone had asked if I could share that, but I thought it would be kind of, you know, let's be real here. I shared the stuff we love about each other, and I thought it would be kind of funny to share the things that maybe drive us crazy about each other, because when you're in a partnership, when you're in a marriage, you know, there's stuff you love about your partner, and there's stuff that will drive you crazy. So I will share that here soon. But another question I got recently is people were asking when I'm going to decorate for Christmas. And unfortunately, you're probably not going to see me decorate much for Christmas. Real quick, so I'm just decluttering. These are all the papers that the girls bring home from school. I keep them around the corner. I like to keep them for a while to make for sure, you know, maybe we'll need a certain paper in a couple of weeks. So I kind of sit it there for maybe a month or two, and then periodically, like once a month, or maybe every other month, I go through, I declutter, get rid of the papers we can. I still keep some down there in the kitchen, and then the other ones I will put in their memory boxes that I created. So I created these little memory boxes for all three girls, and there's each individual folder for each year. And it's just a nice way to keep all of their those special papers and special artwork and anything that you want to keep. Like I put her softball pictures and things like that. It's all in one bin. It helps you really evaluate what you want to keep. I'll have the video where I made these linked below in the description. But what I was saying is I'm probably not going to decorate, because right now we're planning, we don't have an exact date, but moving into our new home in mid-December. I mean, we will put up a tree, but it could look interesting. because we need a new tree. So I don't know, but I am not going to be decorating in our current home for Christmas, and then we'll see. Like, I want to do enough to make it special for the girls, but I will not be decorating a ton. So I probably won't have like a dedicated video where I'm decorating for Christmas, unfortunately, just because of the moving and the chaos around that. Speaking of decorating for Christmas, so in the new home, we have a double-story living room. So we're going to need a new Christmas tree. We're going to need a really tall Christmas tree, and Christmas trees are expensive, so expensive, and we need a really big one. So what we're planning on doing, unless we can find a really good deal before Christmas, which I doubt we will, our plan is to just wait till after Christmas and hopefully find one on sale. But that means we're going to have like our old tiny little Christmas tree in our living room. It's going to look so tiny, but you know what? It's fine. I mean, Santa can still put the presents under that Christmas tree, right? So it may look, my house may look like a mess. The new house may look like a disaster and a mess for most of December, but that's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there next year. But here I wanted to just clean my headboard. It gets pretty dusty from time to time, so I was using my Bissell little green machine, and I've had some questions about this specific model. This one is an older model. I really like it for spot cleaning, or like doing things like this. Like, you can get one of the big upright carpet cleaners with the attachment and certainly use that if you don't want both. I totally understand. But with this one, it's just very portable. And if you don't have a lot of carpet, and like if you don't have any carpet and you just want something maybe to spot clean or clean your cars or things like this, this is a great alternative. But this is the older model, FYI. You know, a couple weeks ago, I asked him, what do you love about me? And he gave his answer. And then I was like, all right, let's be real here. What are some of the things that I do that drive you crazy? And his answer, which you're probably not going to be surprised at all, is you never let me sit still. He's like, you always have something for me to do. So I did think it was funny because when I asked him what drives you crazy about me, and when I was thinking about it myself, they're kind of linked together. So he said, you never let me sit still. There's always something that you want me to do. And that's how I operate. You know, I'm that person that if I finish my to-do list on one day, I'm thinking ahead, okay, what can I do today to get ahead for tomorrow? Or we always have those lists of things that we need to do or want to do, maybe a house project or something we need to fix. It doesn't have to be done, but we want it to be done. And it's not very often you have like the perfect opportunity that comes up where you can do those tasks. And so I'm always looking for those opportunities to finish my to-do list, get ahead, or finish those projects that I've been putting off, and Mike just focuses on each and every day. So, I mean, with the exception of finances, like in all of that, you guys know he that's his specialty. So of course, like finances and things like that, like he's obviously not just thinking about today for finances, but I'm just saying, like, in your general, like, day-to-day life, he focuses on what he has to get done, and then that's it. And then he doesn't even think about getting ahead or anything like that. So if it's a Saturday afternoon, girls are napping, kids are taken care of, and there's like free time, I'm always thinking, like, what can I do? And he's just like, he doesn't even go there. He relaxes. And maybe I need to take a page out of his book, because I probably could relax more. Maybe that's where we balance each other out. And it's not that I wish that he was different, because I appreciate how relaxed he is and laid back and how he focuses on one day at a time. But I just think I am just such a, like, productive person, and he's not. And I think that sometimes, like, it kind of drives me crazy. But I know we're a good balance for sure. He also said that I can't let anything sit for very long. So I always have to, like, I'm that person, like, if we're in the kitchen, we're getting, like, dinner ready, or we're getting, like, maybe it's a Saturday afternoon, we're getting snacks and stuff, he will get something out and I will put it away almost immediately. Like, sometimes he's like, where'd the butter go? Or where'd this go? And I'm like, oh, I already put that away. He's like, I'm gonna use it. Like, I just pulled it out of the pantry. Like, I am constantly cleaning up after myself or after, you know, people, just when I'm around. Like, that's just my natural, like, habit, is to just constantly be putting stuff away. And so he's like, you can never just let anything sit. You always have to just constantly be putting stuff away. And I'm like, well, that's why our house is always clean. Now something that drives me crazy about him is, and I fully realize that a lot of this stuff is like, it's small, you know, small problems, but I thought it was kind of lighthearted and fun to talk about. But he takes off his clothes at night and just throws them on the ground when he can put them in the hamper. He does not put them in the hamper. He's not a sloppy guy at all, but he just can't seem to get his clothes in the hamper. And if he's making food and he uses butter, has a knife, instead of putting it in the empty dishwasher, he will just set it in the clean sink. And I'm like, why isn't your natural thought, ooh, I should probably put this dirty knife in the dishwasher? It always puzzles me. I'm like, what is going on? So I don't know. I know these are like little things, but it kind of made me laugh. And I just thought it was fair, if I'm going to share why we love each other, we can share some of the things that drive us crazy about each other. And I'm sure that there's obviously more things, but those are the main things that came to our head. But here I was cleaning the bathroom downstairs, and I wanted to take off the toilet seat and clean it with my Bissell Steam Shot hand steamer. How are you guys doing? How are you doing as it gets closer to the end of the year and the holiday season? I know this time of the year can be really, really difficult for a lot of people for many different reasons. So just curious how you guys are doing, and I hope you're doing okay and hanging in there. I wanted to move the table and give the kitchen floors like a really, really good cleaning. I just wanted like a clean slate. So I had him help me move the kitchen table, and then I was going to use this Mr. Clean multi-surface cleaner. A friend of mine has a cleaning lady, and she's been cleaning for years and years and years. She cleans a ton of houses in our area, and she swears by this Mr. Clean multi-surface cleaner for the floors. She said she's never seen her floors more clean than with Mr. Clean. So I was like, you know what? Let's give it a try. So giving it a try this time. It has a Febreze scent, like it's scented with Febreze, so it's a kind of a light scent in the air. So I wanted to give that a try. I think it did a pretty good job, but I'll keep trying and let you know what I think. I want to say thank you guys for loving me for me. I think it was in a couple videos ago, I made a mistake. I was organizing the bins that are under my sink, and I put sponges in the cloth bin and the cloths in the sponge bin, and you guys were calling me out left and right in that video, laughing with me. You guys were not laughing at me. You were laughing with me. I got so many messages on Instagram, and as I was reading all the messages and the comments on the video, I was laughing at myself and laughing at you guys. I just thank you for loving me for me. Like I always say, my head can be in the clouds sometimes. I feel like most of the time I'm shocked that I don't drop the ball on something, because I feel like as a mom, I just have so much stuff going on in my head, and I am scatterbrained, and you guys are here, a big part of the community, and you just love me for who I am, and I appreciate you loving me for my dorky self or my scatterbrained self. So thank you for being here, and thank you for loving me and allowing me to be myself in front of you guys. Like that's really important for me. I don't want to put on any smoke and mirrors and act like someone I'm not. So I just appreciate that you guys do like me for me.
I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way.
You guys, I am going to miss a finished basement. Definitely. It's hitting me. We're not gonna have a finished basement here in a couple of weeks, in a month or so. I think I talked about this in my last video, is so we could have gotten our basement finished, and we were debating because it would just be easy. Like, you're already building the house, let's just get it done. We don't have to worry about it. We're moving in the middle of the winter, and here in Northwest Ohio, we're pretty much cooped up in the house until about May, and I'm not lying. So to have a basement, it is crucial and very important. Sorry, I have like a hair in my eye. But it was, when they quoted us what it would be to finish the basement, it was very significant. And they're already doing the drywall, and so really the finishing was just, they were gonna put like pillars here, like pretty much like wood pillars around the beams. They were going to put carpet or hardwood flooring, whatever we wanted, and that was it. Because they automatically, they already do the drywall, we would have to paint, or they would paint. So it was a significant amount for what they would be doing, and we're like, we can do it for cheaper. So as much as we want to finish basement, we just figured it was a better financial decision to hold off. So we're hoping, if we put some feelers out to some people, we're hoping that someone will be able to get in somewhat soon. But I know here a lot of contractors are very busy, very backed up. So I don't think it's really gonna happen for a while, but that's okay. We have our whole lives in this house. But yeah, it's super nice having a basement. That's one thing that I'm really going to miss until we get our basement done at the new home.
There's something about your face, can't stop looking your way. What do you do to me? You make it hard to breathe. Ooh. I'm tired of the people that talk about nothing, and I'm not wasting this moment. Even though I know that letting you go would be crazy. Think you know I want.
So it's really funny here in a minute, right here. That's Aaron Carter. Do you guys remember those like Tiger Beat, Teen Beat, like those magazines? My mom was going through some old bins at her house and found this folder of mine, and I had all these stacks of posters. Did you guys used to put those posters on your walls when you were a kid from those magazines? My mom found all of these posters and gave them to Avery, and she thinks it's cool. She has no idea who Aaron Carter is, which I know he's having some issues, I believe, but she thought it was kind of cute. Hey guys, so I've been committed to finishing my list this week. Usually I'm not that committed. Usually I don't do a whole house clean with me, and I just focus on the most important areas of the home that need to be clean. But this week I'm like, we need the whole house clean, so I'm committed. It is dark, kids are in bed. Mike's at the gym, so I'm gonna do cleaning here in our bathroom and then the girls' bathroom. So cleaning at night is not always ideal. I mean, there are some nights I have the motivation, like tonight, I felt good, I was having a good day, I had plenty of sleep the night before, and then there's some days where I am completely wiped out. So if you guys ever see me cleaning at night, please know that that does not happen regularly. It does not happen every single week. Most nights, way too tired to clean, but there are some nights I'm feeling it, and there's just something cozy, especially in the winter, but also knowing that you don't have any distractions. Like, the twins are only in school for 2.5 hours, and I feel like by the time I drop them off, I feel like I'm like almost like racing against the clock, and I'm so worried I'm gonna run out of time. So it's kind of nice at nighttime, like I'm not on a time crunch. No one is really texting me or emailing me or, you know, pinging me or whatever it is. So it's just kind of nice and freeing to be able to clean at night. And something else I've noticed, and this really works with my kids as well, is mindset is so important. So there are some days where, like, you know, you have a long list of things to do, and just preparing myself in the days before is huge for me. Even with Avery or the twins, like if I know I need their help, I will tell them a few hours before, hey girls, mommy needs your help after dinner. Hey girls, mommy needs your help after nap, that type of thing. And they do so much better when I don't spring it on them. And same thing with myself. I feel like if I mentally prepare myself, like you have a lot of cleaning to do on Tuesday when the girls are in school, then when I wake up, I'm not saying like I'm excited and I leap out of bed and I'm like, let's go. But I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's get some coffee in me and let's get moving, versus like the days I don't set my mind up for that, it's a lot harder to get into the groove. So mindset is so important, and maybe talking to yourself and say, okay, on Thursday I'm gonna have a big cleaning day. I'm gonna do it. And then on Wednesday you're like, all right, you're gonna do it, Jamie. Write down your list. When you're done, you can have some chocolate chip cookies or whatever it is you want to reward yourself with. But the mindset to me is so important.
I got an ache inside of me. It's a deep hole where I bleed. Oh, can I seal it? You're like an ocean without land. Not a single grain of sand. I'm drifting on it. So cold, yet warm, when you hold me, when you close. I know, I'm a lost case, I'm a mess. But everything feels a little bit lighter with you.
So I don't know if you guys saw me using this Kaboom with OxyClean. I picked it up from Lowe's or Home Depot. Sometimes I like going to Lowe's or Home Depot and just browsing their cleaning supply aisle. I know that sounds really weird, but because they have cleaners that other stores don't. And I came across this and I thought it looked kind of fun because it was purple, and I was just using it in the girls' bathtub and just giving our toilets a little extra scrubbing since we've been very, very sick lately. We had a GI bug go through our home and it lasted almost a full week. It was not fun at all. I think it slowly made its way through all 3 kids, or everybody really. And I think that's one of the hard part about kids, multiple kids. It's like one person gets sick, specifically kids, you know they're probably all getting it and you just have to wait. This one took about 8 days for the entire sickness to go through us, but luckily, as of right now, we're all healthy. And I hope you guys stay healthy too. I know there's a lot going on around here.
Your beam is guiding me home. So cold, yet warm, when you hold me, when you close. I know, I'm a lost case, I'm a mess. But everything feels a little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter, right through the gray.
I'm coming to you live with my comfy clothes on, like super comfy clothes. It's a Saturday. We're having a lazy day. We did run a few errands today, so you know I've brushed my hair and put on a little bit of makeup, but I'm cold, but I'm feeling cold. It's really not that cold out. Mike just took the girls on a bike ride. He has like one of those bike trailers he'll pull the twins in, and Avery's riding with them. So it's not that cold, but I'm just feeling cold, a little cold, and I just want to feel like cozy. So I'm gonna finish my list. I only have 2 rooms left I need to clean, and then we have a clean house. I only have 2 rooms left I want to finish, and then I'm gonna fold some laundry. There's lots of laundry. So got the kids out of the house, got the husband out of the house, and I am gonna finish my list. So if you made a list with me, let's finish it. Or if you didn't even start your list, maybe you can write a list right now as I'm finishing up. Create your list and we can be productive together. Let's do this.
Love can slow me down, don't go far. I take me and you over living large. Know I'll be there wherever you are. Cause you shine bright like a shooting star.
Everything feels a little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter, right through the gray.
So I typically do a whole house clean with me once a month just because, and that's another good lesson, I think. I've had a couple messages specifically this week from women who say they're frustrated because they feel like their house is always messy and they don't have help. And I think everyone in the house should help. Obviously if they're able to. I don't mean that as a blanket statement because there's different circumstances, but I'm saying assuming everyone is willing and able to help, I guess, everyone should be chipping in and helping. But I will tell you, when you see me on day 1 maybe cleaning my living room and the kitchen, by day 3 when I'm cleaning the upstairs, my living room and kitchen is not clean. So my whole house is never clean all at once, but it does feel good to go in about once a month and just pick things up, do a vacuum, dust, because there's rooms like the office, to be honest with you, we don't spend a ton of time in there. It doesn't get super messy, so I really don't clean it a lot other than that once a month. And maybe that's horrible, but I have to pick and choose. My time is limited, and I have to be okay with letting some rooms go. And the office is one of those rooms that is totally fine to let go. My list, and here's your reminder that if you do make a list and you don't complete it, that is okay. And I say that because sometimes I need the reassurance that, Jamie, if you don't get done what you had planned on getting done, it's okay. Everything will be fine. No need to stress about it. So if you don't get through your list, totally okay. But there will be a day when you do and it feels good. And today is one of those days for me. I think our house has just been, well, our social lives have been really crazy. We've been very busy on the weekends. And so when that happens, I feel like my house gets neglected a little bit and I haven't cleaned the whole house. I don't think I've done this whole house. I haven't cleaned the whole house in a week because it usually takes me a full week to get through the house. I don't think I've done this for a month. So it feels really, really good. Thank you guys so much